international player with Costa Rica. They're currently in second spot behind the USA in qualifying for the World Cup. He's a very fast attacking striker who plays predominantly on the wing but comes inside also, and he adds pace to our forward line. Carlos interprets for us. Carlos has got a handle on Scottish accent, so he gets things across quite well. But yes, they're mates, and I get the feeling that Carlos would be pretty keen to get back into the national team as well and get over to that World Cup. The international calendar will always affect A-League teams, and Phoenix probably worst of all because of the fact that we'll lose national team players whenever there's a FIFA designated weekend. It's something we have to cope with, and that's why we've got to have good depth in our squad and not just restrict ourselves to a first 11. He's going to be a wide player for us. I think he can play either left or right, and the modern game means you move around quite a bit, but he's probably his favoured side is the right hand side. I haven't had a chance to really converse with him, but he hasn't kicked a ball really for nearly 4 weeks. He hasn't done much training, a bit of a run, but he hasn't touched the ball or trained on a football field for 3 or 4 weeks, so he's going to ease into it very gradually. We've got 7 weeks before the season starts, so I'm glad that we've got him now and we can build up towards the start of the season. I think his speed is one thing, and he actually scored a goal at the Gold Cup recently, and it was chalked off because the linesman said he was offside. On slow motion replay, he was 2 metres onside. So when you've got someone with pace like that, it's very hard for a back line, an opposition defence, to play high, because when they play high they know that if there's pace, a ball's played in behind, they're in trouble. It's something that I've utilised at all the other clubs that I've coached at, so I always like to have a couple of players that are very fast in behind, but I also like players to come to feet and be able to turn and set the ball up, and Stein does that well, and so does Paul Eiffel, and of course Carlos. So it's getting this mix of players that love the through ball and players that set it up and then come from behind. It's a game where everyone's so interdependent, so you don't really focus on anyone in particular, but I'll be pulling aside a couple of the players to explain what they've missed in the pre-season preparation as regards to tactical play more than fitness work. Jeremy will be pretty fit given that he's been at Toronto, and I don't think you can just look at Kenny. It won't be long before he's really sharp again. He's got no weight on him, he's all muscle, he's power of strength. So I think fitness wise that'll only take 2 or 3 weeks. Tactically I'd give them a month or 5 weeks, and we've got that time.